Today, we are going to be talking about integration between the Sage Intacct and the CRM AnyWare. I'm also going to be demonstrating how it works as well. And later, we are going to be talking about the CRM AnyWare in detail. But first, let's start making the contact inside the Sage Intacct. And I'm going to show you the integration inside the CRM AnyWare as well. Now, let's add a brand new contact inside the Sage Intacct by clicking on Add. The last name, I'm gonna make a name Walker. First name, let's go with Brett. And for the email address, I'm just gonna put test@outlook.com. Then, after creating a contact, we're gonna save it. As you can see, this is our brand new contact called Brett Walker. Now we're gonna be going to our CRM. I'm gonna refresh the page. And now, as you can see, this is the contact we created in Sage Intacct, Brett Walker, with the email. As you can see the creation date, and time. And once you click on it, it's the same concept, Walker, Brett with the email. But if we go back to our Sage Intacct, as you can see right here, and this is inside our CRM here as well, as you can see here. All right, now let's go to our dashboard. Now let's talk about the CRM. The all-in-one sales and marketing platform tailored for small and mid-sized companies and businesses aiming to enhance their operational efficiency, automate marketing process, unify client interactions, and reports in one comprehensive solution. The core benefit of the CRM is to increase your sales at your organization. Before we start with the dashboard, I want to talk about our multifunction company capabilities. On the top left, as you can see right now, we can add as many accounts we want, and we can switch between accounts with ease as well. All right, now let's start with the dashboard. In here, you can see all your KPIs, key performance indicator, in a colorful visual environment. As you can see, we can see all our opportunity status, our opportunity value, our conversion rate, stage distribution, our funnels, we can see task, and lastly, we can see our lead source report, which breaks down the origin of leads. Next, let's move to the calendars. Our calendar interface, as you can see here, offers a comprehensive view of the month ahead. We can see the clean layout, the intuitive navigation, and the ease of access to any day you require. Also, it is important to point out that anything you book on this calendar, it will automatically link to your own Outlook calendar as well. So what that means is it's integrated with your with Outlook. Over the right, we also have a handy mini calendar for quick date navigation and the user search bar, simplifying the process of managing multiple users and calendars at once. As you can see in this example, we have one, but again, we can add as many users as we want. And this concept goes with calendars as well. We have one calendar, but again, we can add as many calendars as we want. This goes with users and calendars. All right, now we're gonna move on to the conversations. In the conversation tab, you'll see intuitive interface designed to streamline your communication. Again, with a simple, clean layout, this tab ensures that no customer query goes unnoticed. You can easily filter through unread, recent, stared, and all conversations to stay on top of every interaction. Next, we're going to be talking about the contacts. Contact serves as your central repository for all lead generation efforts. Here you can see an interface showing a list of contacts. The layout is clean with vital details like name, phone, email, creation date, last activity, and tags neatly presented. In here, we can also upload contacts in bulk as well. In order to do that, all the files needs to be under CSV file type. So as long as it is under CSV file type, we can upload unlimited of contacts through here. All right, so this was our contacts. Now let's move on to our opportunities. Our opportunities tool empowers you to adaptively manage your sales pipeline. This is where all your potential clients begin their journey from prospects to profits. Starting at the top, we can see the Marvel's Lead Management dropdown. This versatile feature allows you to switch between different lead pools, making it simple to manage multiple campaigns or product lines from one central location. Now moving down, we have the first column, the new lead need to call column. Every fresh opportunity begins here. With a clear indication of the action required, it ensures no lead goes unattended. Each card represents a unique individual, like we have Mark Demo here, for example, waiting for that first connection. Clicking on Mark Demo, we can see his contact details, potential deal value, and the best ways to reach out to him. Next, we have the no answer, left voicemail, and text column. This is crucial in track and follow-ups. For example, we have Eric Demo 2 as placed here. This is a subtle nudge reminding you of leads that requires that second touch. In the middle, we have the schedule a demo column. This is your indicator of progress. A lead like, for example, Kevin has shown interest and is engaging further. This is a commitment to discover more about what you offer. Moving on to the no-show response and follow-up in 1 week columns, they are currently empty, representing potential actions rather than current activities. And finally, we have the client close and client no choice in columns. These are every lead's destination. The top right feature keeps your workflow smooth. We have the search opportunities, ensures you never lose a track of lead. We can also sort by, gives you a control over how you view your potential clients. And when you are ready to add a new opportunity, we also have the plus add opportunity button. It's your gateway to new businesses. As you can see here, in order to add a new opportunity, we're going to have to put the primary contact name with their email, phone number, and additional contacts if there's any. Then we're going to be inputting the opportunity details, such as the opportunity name, the name of the pipeline, which stage they're going to be in, their status, and their opportunity value. Once you're all set with this additional information, we can click on Create, and that will update our opportunities dashboard. All right. Next, we have the payments. Let's start with the invoice section. Again, with a clean interface, you can generate detailed invoices, track which are due, overdue, or drafted, and even set up reminders for your clients as well. All right, so let's add a brand new invoice by clicking on plus new at the top right and new invoice. After that, the page will take us here. So under here, you can see at the top of the form, you can see the company information. In the middle, we're going to be choosing who this invoice is going to be billed to. So as you can see, when you click on it, we have a bunch of client lists. So we're going to be choosing, for example, one. Then we're going to be choosing our item. So I'm going to go with my good old coffee mug again and click on Save. And below that, let's see if I want to add any additional notes, I can do them through here. And once I'm all done, I can click on Save. As you can see, invoice is saved. And when I go back, I can see my brand new invoice right here with the invoice number and the customer name, issue date with the amount. Next, we have the documents and contract section. Here, you can manage proposals, estimates, and contracts. We can also draft new documents, send them for signatures, and track their status all from one place. So let's add a brand new document as well. Again, we're going to be clicking on the plus new button. Then we're going to be clicking on again with the new document. After clicking on that, it will take us to this page in a couple of seconds. As you can see right now, we have this blank page. So I want to add an element to this blank page, right? So in order to do that, we're going to be click on the top left, add an element. After you're clicking on this, you can see our elements such as we have elements as text, image, table, we have bunches you can see right now. So for this example, I want to add a text first at the form. As you can see, by the way, everything is drag and drop, right? So you can do this with ease. So I want to add an image, and I also want to add a product list. And lastly of my page, I wanted the signature button of my page on the bottom right here. And I want to adjust this. And here we go. So this is the final, the shape of my document. As you can see, this is the text at the top, the image in the middle, and below that we also have the product list. And lastly, we have the signature on the bottom right. I can save this. Then when I go back to my main documents and contract section, I can see the brand new document that I just created. On the right here, the name is new document, status is still draft, and we can see the date modified and the value of that as well. All right, so this was document contracts. Now let's move into the payment links. So under payment links, you can quickly generate URLs for direct payments, facilitating a smooth transaction process for both one-time and recurring bill. In order to do that, we can create a new payment link on the top right by clicking on that, and we can put our product name. I have my coffee mug here again. We also have a couple options to fill. It's optional. We also have the advanced option as well. And whatever we added here, it will show up in here. For example, I add a product, and as you can see, the name of my product and the total value of it. And the only thing that left me to do is putting the first name and last name and email. Then we can click on pay, and that after that we can gonna save it, and that will update our payment links. As you can see here, we already have one existing one. All right. Next, I want to talk about our integration capabilities. As you can see, we have a bunch of payment integrations, such as Stripe. We can do with PayPal, Square. We can do .authorize.net, and so forth. Now, we're going to be talking about marketing. As you can see, you can connect your business social media accounts to consolidate all your postings. You can connect with Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and so forth. Next, we have the email campaigns. So under email campaigns, you can send unlimited bulk emails as email blasting. So let me show you how to do that. So let's create a brand new email campaigns by clicking on the plus new button. Then I'm gonna choose my template as a blank template. After choosing the blank, you're gonna be, getting which editor should I choose, right? We're gonna be choosing which editor. So we have 3 at the moment. We have the design, code, or plain text editor. For ease of use, I'm gonna go with design editor for this example. After choosing the editor, as you can see, we have the untitled campaign name, as you can see at the top. So I don't want this. I'm gonna delete this, and I'm gonna add another element. I'm gonna be adding, let's go with image, as you can see. Again, what I'm doing is drag and drop it. And lastly, I'm gonna add a button. All right, so let's call this my example email, for example, email campaign, right? So I'm done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save this and save, and I wanna send this. So I'm gonna be send or schedule. Let's click on that. After sending that, we have a couple options. We can either send them now. If you want to end up send them now, we can be putting our email with the name and our subject line. After that, we can be choosing our recipients. So who we're gonna send it to, right? So we have a couple options here as well. So if I choose all contacts, it will choose all the contacts inside the system. So currently I have 18 contacts in the system, so it's choosing all. But if I want to do one by one, I can do that as well. So if I want to choose for this only 4 person, for example, right? And I can do that as well by one. Once I'm all set with all the information, I can simply click on send, and it will only send this 4 contact. Or if I want to have a batch schedule, or if I want to send it in batches, I can do that through here too. In order to do batch schedule, we're gonna be choosing date and time of the batch. We're gonna be choosing the batch quantity. Then I'm gonna be choosing which days that I'm gonna be sending on. Then I'm gonna put my email with the name and the subject line. And lastly, again, I'm gonna be choosing my recipients, right? I can do all contacts, or I can do one by one, as I was showing earlier. And once I'm all done with the information, I can click on schedule. And once you click on schedule, it will send on those specific dates that we choose. All right, now let's go back. And as you can see, the brand new email campaign we just created is here. It's title untitled company name with the last updated is this date and time. And we can also see the status as well. If I want to track the statistic of all my email campaigns, I can do that through here. I can choose a date. As you can see, for example, we can do last 90 days or last 6 days and so forth. But for this example, we'll go with past 3 months. I can see all my conversion summary. I can see my engagement summary as well. I can see how many being delivered, how many being open. As you can see, when I drag it to open, you can see 2 of them are open and 9 of them being delivered. I can also see my performance analysis. It's been 9 emails that has been sent, 1 has been bounced. I can also see my open rate here as well. And I can also see my most recent emails with their title, with their execution date. I can see how many recipients it's been sent to, with their open rate, and so forth. And when you click on it, you can see the email details on the top right. You can see the preview. Again, you can see the type, the creation, when it's been updated, who sent it, and who's been sent into. And below that, you can see the subject is a bulk email test. 9 has been attempted, 9 has been sent, and 0 has been skipped. All right, so that was marketing. Now let's talk about automation. Here you can create and manage workflows that streamline your marketing communication with your clients and prospects. We already have existing workflow, so let's click on that and we'll explore that specific chart workflow. All right, so this workflow combines appointment confirmations, reminders, surveys, and review requests into a single streamlined process. It's still in the draft stage, meaning it's ready for you to finalize and activate. As you can see, this specific workflow triggers by an appointment. So when you make a brand new appointment, it triggers it, and after right away, it will send you the confirmation email, right? And you're gonna get another reminder email 24 hours before the appointment with the SMS, and you're gonna get another email with SMS 1 hour before the appointment. So this is basically the flow that we follow for this specific workflow. If I want to add a brand new trigger, I can simply click on new trigger. As you can see on the right, we have a bunch of workflow triggers like contact triggers, events, appointments, opportunities, affiliates, courses, and so forth. So let's just say I'm going to add another trigger right next to the appointment. So I want to add maybe contact change trigger, right? After choosing that, I'm going to be choosing my trigger again, contact change, and I'm going to save the trigger. Now, as you can see, I had a brand new trigger called contact change next to my trigger appointment. So it's that easy, right? So basically literally clicking on 2 clicks and I can add the trigger. If I want to change the flow between 2 triggers, as you can see, we have plus buttons here, right? I can click on that and I can change the flow between 2 triggers. So if I want to add, for example, let's make this actually it's a little bit easier to understand. So if I want to change between the confirmation email and 24 hours before the appointment, I want to add the action between those 2 triggers, right? I can do that through here as well. As you can see, these are all actions. We have actions or contact, communication, send data, internal tools, and so forth. So maybe I wanted to create contact, it's the same concept. I wanted to create contact. When I hit the save action, that will update my flow between these 2 triggers. All right, so this was automation. Now let's move on to the sites. So moving on to the sites, which is a landing page. Here you're equipped to create sales funnels, build websites, and design forms and surveys. Funnels are the backbone of lead conversion. With the CRM, you can build customized funnels that guide potential customers from awareness to action. For example, let's look our credit repair business funnel. With 4 steps, it's tailored to capture leads effectively, right? So if I want to add or edit or add a new funnel, I can do that through here. So for this thank you funnel, for example, I want to edit it. So let's click on edit. Once I click on edit, I can pretty much change everything, whatever you see here, right? I can change the layout, I can change the image, the text, everything. I can add new elements as well, right? So when I click on element, you have elements as text elements, I can add a headline, sub-headline, paragraph, I can add a blog post. We have custom elements as well, such as the map, survey, calendar, and so forth. And again, everything is drag and drop, as you can see right here. I can drag and drop it right here, and I add a brand new text column, for example. And it's that simple. All right, now let's go back. Let's go back one more time. Now we're going to be moving into the forms. Forms are basically your digital handshake. The first step in gathering essential information. With CRMs don't call forms like, for example, this registration form. You can gather data without any problems. You can also customize fields to fit your precise needs, right? So again, when you click on a specific column, I can change my label, I can change my placeholder, and so forth. If I want to add anything into the specific form, I can simply click on Add Form Element, and under Quick Adds, we have like personal info elements. I can add a payment, address, and so forth. Again, everything is drag and drop. I just dropped a full name column, for example, and I can add a first name column, for example, as you can see here. It's that simple. Everything in the system is drag and drop. All right. Last but not least, let's talk about surveys. With tools like Customer Satisfaction Survey, you can gain insights directly from the source. Our conditional logic ensures you ask the right questions at the right time. Again, similar to forms, when I click on a column, I can change a label, placeholder, and so forth, right? And if I want to add on something to this specific survey, I can simply click on the Add Survey element. And again, everything is drag and drop. If I want to add a full name column, as you can see, I add a full name column right here, or like a first name column, I can add them through dragging and dropping on a specific elements that I want. All right, lastly, let's talk about reporting. In here, we can gain a comprehensive understanding of your marketing campaigns, sales activities, and overall business performance with our reporting tools. For this example, we have the Google Ads report. We can see our total impressions, total clicks, total conversion. I can see my conversion rate and the amount of money spent on ads as well. Below that, I can see all my campaigns with their status, with their total clicks, total cost, total revenue, and so forth, right? When I click on a specific campaign, I can see the ad titles for that specific campaign as well, with their status, clicks, cost, and their revenue. And the same thing goes with the Facebook ad reports. It's the same thing, but instead of Google, this is Facebook. So again, I can see my total impression with total clicks, total conversion. I can see the amount of money spent on ads, and I can see all my campaigns with their status, clicks, and cost. When I click on a campaign, I can see ad for the specific campaigns, ad or ads, again with their clicks, cost, revenue, and so forth. And we also have appointment reports. Under here, I can see all my appointments that has been booked, that has been confirmed, or if there's any cancellation, I can see them all in here. We also have a pie chart here as well, our channel and outcomes, and I can see the top 5 most booked calendars with type 5 appointment owners. All right, so this was everything in the web version. Now I'm going to be moving on to our mobile app. The CRM is now available on the Apple Store and Google Play via our mobile app, bringing all these powerful features right to your fingertips, wherever you are. And I'm going to show you the app in action as well. All right, now I'm going to be switching to my phone. All right, when you first open the app, you'll see the main dashboard as all your messages. As you can see right now, when you click on a specific message, this is the format. You can see all your messages for that specific person. Right next to that, you can see all our contacts, and you can also see our calendar here as well. If you want to make an appointment through the app, you can make that too. So simply click on the plus button and you can schedule an appointment. First, you're going to be choosing the contact. Then we're going to be, inputting the information such as which date, which slide, appointment title with their description. And once you're all done, we can save it and that will update our calendar. Now let's go back to our dashboard, and on the top left here, when we click on that hamburger icon, you can see all our sub-modules, I should say, right? You can see all our opportunities, our manual action, invoices, insight, task, reputation, products, and documents and contracts. When I click on opportunities, it's the same version of the web. We can see all our new leads, our hot leads, consultation, design, estimate, and so forth, right? I can also see my invoices there as well. I can click a brand new invoice. I can make a one-time invoice or recurring invoice for another one-time. I can add a customer. I can issue dates, due dates, and issue number. And after that, that will update my invoicing dashboard. I can also see all my tasks. These are all the tasks that I can see in the app right now. For example, we have the fixed landing page, connect the domain, and so forth. I can also see my products, I can see my reputation, or I can create documents and contract as well. As you can see, we created one document here. If I want a brand new document, I can do, click on plus button. I can search a template through here too. Thank you.